Right from the beginning, you want any horse to use their body correctly. Shorten your reins a little more. His forehead needs to be perpendicular to the ground. There you go. Lift with your spurs before your hand. Lift his, all right, there you go. You shouldn't have to do much with your hand with him. It's more spur. You can lift a little bit. Your hand is more going to be if he pokes. If he pokes his nose on your hand, you're going to lift with your hand a little bit. Lifting is more just telling him to soften on your hand. Most of what you're going to be doing is leg. Right there, you need more leg and less hand. More squeeze with your spurs, less hand. Less hand. See how he's kind of getting his head over to the side? He's getting his head to the left. You need more right leg. Less hand, more leg. There you go. If he starts to walk faster, you can lift your hand to ask him to go a little slower. More leg, less hand. There we go. Shorten your reins a little bit. That was a little too much. All right, right there. Let's ask him a trot. There you go. When he speeds up, that's because he's kind of falling on his front end. We got to get his body lifted, and he'll actually rate his speed better. Stay on a constant speed, a consistent speed, a little bit better. Don't go quite so far to the barn. There you go. Round him up again. Lift with your spurs. Lift with your spurs. There you go. Okay, so now we're getting him lifted a little bit. What I want you to do now, don't go quite so close to the barn when you're going around. Same thing, but instead of lifting with both spurs, use your outside leg back in the hip so that you're rounding him, but you're pushing his hip under him. So you're going to lift, keep his head going to the right. Look up where you're going. Don't run to the wall. Look where you're going. Pay attention to where you're at. Don't go so close to the barn. All right, we need his leg pushing over more. Get your leg back, push more. There we want. All right, release. That's more closer to what we want. So we want the hip to go just as much, but we want the shoulders to stay tracking straight. Your shoulders kind of fell to the right. That's a better place to come across the arena. All right, let's do it again. Hip to the right off your left leg. Keep the shoulders tracking straight. That was better. We still are getting some sidetrack. You're going to stop that with your right leg right behind the girth. So let's ask again. That's better. All right. Now what we need to do is we need to build that into him wrapping his body around your right leg a little bit better. So you're going to use a little bit more right leg. Still push his hip over to the right off your left leg. Lift the shoulder, the right shoulder a little bit more. So that's going to be a little bit more right rein, a little bit more right leg. You got his head tilted to the left. We don't want left. There we go. All right, let's do it again. No, we didn't really get much that time. You got too much shoulder. You make sure you're getting your left leg back, and when you push, I want you to push harder. Push that hip over more. Don't run into the wall. Look where you're going. You're not looking up. Nope, you're not supporting the shoulder with your right leg. You're just letting it fall over. Right leg, support the shoulder. Left leg back. Lift with your hand. Slow down to forward. Lift with your hand. Lift with your hand. We ain't got it yet. There, that's better. Let's do it again. Support that right shoulder with your right leg. There we go. Support the right shoulder with your right leg. Let's that. There. That's more what we want. He can do that even better. He can push the hip over more. He can wrap around your right leg more. But we need that much movement. Make sure you look ahead and track straight. You got it there. That's better. You got to be looking up so you can see where you're going. If you're not looking up where you can see where you're going, then you're not going to know if you're going straight or not. All right, trot through the middle and let's trot the other way. Same thing the other direction. Right leg is going to be back pushing the hip over. Left leg is going to be forward just behind the girth, supporting the left shoulder. All right, push the hip over with your right leg. Support the, slow him down with your hand and your body. Ride a little slower. Push the hip over. Look where you're going. You ain't looking where you're going again. Push the hip over off your right leg. You're supporting the left shoulder. You're trying to support the left shoulder with your left hand. You need to support it with your left leg. Slow down as forward just a little. Nope, not that much. Too quick of a pull. All right, he's coming into me. I want you to push him back out off of your left leg. Nope, too much hand. You got to use your left leg more. You're trying to get your hand to do everything your left leg is supposed to do. Right there. Slow down as forward and then push him over with your left leg. That's better. Slow down as forward with your hand. Push him over with your left leg. There, better. Same thing again. He's falling in. Slow down as forward. Push him up. There we go. The reason you need to do it that way is his shoulder's falling to the inside. If you steer him out with your hand, you're not lifting the shoulder. We have to lift the shoulder to actually fix the problem. There, that was nice. There. Better. All right, he's falling in. What did we do? Left leg. Lift your hand, left leg. All right, now, the other part of supporting the shoulder, we can actually use the hip to help support the shoulder. So we're going to go right back into our exercise with your right leg pushing the hip in and supporting the shoulder with your left leg. You're cutting the arena off. You ain't looking where you're going. Look up. Look up. There we go. Look, there we go. Now let's ask him to push his hip in off of your right leg. You're trying to support the shoulder with your hands again. Support the shoulder with your left leg. Left leg right behind the girth. Lift your hand, slow down as forward. Right leg back at the girth. Push the hip in. There. Now as soon as you let go, he fell in, you got to do something about it. He's just trying to get a little lazy. Got to let him know we're not going to accept that. Let's do it again. Push his hip in off your right leg. Support his shoulder with your left leg. All right, now you released. He started to get the movement you wanted and you released. You never actually got it. You felt him getting there. He knows what you're asking for. Make him stay there. He can stay there for half a circle. It's not like you're just now teaching him the cue. Make him stay there. Make him keep it. All right, let's do it again. Get his hip in off your right leg, shoulder out, and make him look where you're going. Quit looking at him. Hip didn't come in. Right leg further back. Push the hip in. Now don't release till you get it. You're releasing way too early. Look up where you're going. Your left leg never moved. You reached down to support his shoulder with your hands. Your left leg never asked him to pick his shoulder up. So let's support his shoulder with your left leg. Slow down his forward a little bit. Right leg back in the hip. Slow down his forward. Slow down his forward. Slow down forward. You're going too forward. Slow him down. That's better. Don't let his shoulder fall right back in. Use your leg to push it out. There you go. do it again. The mounting block's in the way, you're in the wrong place. All right, back to trot. Look up. You should be on that side of the mounting block. You're releasing everything too quick. You need to hold it longer and release it slower. All right, support his left shoulder with your left leg. Slow down. As soon as you put leg on, he started going faster and you look down at him. You got to keep your eyes up, looking where you're going. Do it again. Eyes up. Slow him down. Push the right leg. Push a little harder. Slow him down. Slow him down. Now don't, why'd you release? We didn't get it. Don't release until I tell you. More hip. Don't release. Don't release. Slow him down. Slow him down. Don't release. Don't put your hand down. Don't put your hand down. We ain't releasing yet. Hold him. Hold him. Hold him. Hold him. Slow him down. Slow him down. Keep holding what you got with your legs and slow him down. Slow down. More. Don't release your hand. Slow him down. Slow him down. Slow him down. Slower. Slower. Come on, pull on him. Slower. There. Now don't let him speed up. Hold him there. Don't release nothing. Make him stay there. Don't let him speed up. Make him stay there. Don't let him speed up. More right leg in the hip. More right leg in the hip. Slow him down. Look up where you're going. Look up where you're going. Hold his face. You're letting it down. Hold his face. Slow him down. Slow him down. Slow him down. Hold him. More right leg. There. Up. Slow him down. There. Now just walk. Or just trot. Either one. So what I was wanting to accomplish there, you were releasing way, way too early. Just as soon as he thought about doing the maneuver you were asking for, you're releasing. So what he was doing was he would release the maneuver when you released. And you did that enough times that it got in his head where I don't really have to perform the maneuver with any degree of quality. I can just act like I'm doing something that direction and you'll release the cue. That you got to hold the cue longer with the finished horse. He can hold this for 20 circles around. He can hold that. Yours can hold it way longer, or almost as long as he can. She can hold it way longer than what you're making her hold it. You got to make her hold those cues longer. All right, gather your reins up, left leg, wrong side of the mounting block. You're not looking where you're going. Look where you're going. Eyes up. Let's do it again. Back to trot. Slow him down. There you go. There you go. That nice. Hold it. Oh, I didn't say release. It was nice. Wrap him around your left leg a little more. By wrap him around your leg, I mean that head and hip needs to go to the left a little more. You're getting nice hip, you're not getting quite enough head. You can do that by lifting your hand up and to the right. Slow down as forward. Slow down as forward. There. Now ask again. There. Good job. So you might ask, why do we want to do this? Why does it matter? Well, this horse shows cow horse, it shows reining. Her horse shows the same classes, ranch riding, ranch trail. We need to be able to hold those maneuvers to position that horse correctly on the cow. Like when she pushes the hip and the head in towards me, that's the position that horse needs to be in when the cow's on this side. Needs to keep his hip engaged to the cow with the head tilted towards the cow. And that is also the position that we want before we ask for a lead change. We need to be able to put that body in that position, and we need to be able to hold it in that position for the horse to perform and do the events that we do. All right, so now keep trotting. You weren't looking where you were going. You ran in a wall. So we're going to make this a little bit harder now. We're going to keep going left, but we're going to do this into a counter bend position. So you're going to use your left leg to push the hips to the right. You're going to support with your right leg, and his head should go to the right. A little further back with your left leg. Slow down as forward. Slow down as forward. Now when I said slow down, you softened everything. You lowered your hand. Don't lower your hand. Just kind of ride slower and close your fist around the reins. It's better. Let's do that again. Look up. There we go. I like that. That was better. Look up. Keep going in your circle. Look up. One more time before we change directions. Hip to the outside, head to the outside, more hip, slow down forward, there you go. So when you start getting harder with your leg and the hip, he starts going a little faster. Well, he's going faster because he has more engagement. We need the engagement. You've got to quit releasing the cue and letting his front end get kind of scrambly. Hold that cue, let us get that engagement. Hold the cue and let's get more movement. Let's do that again. There we go. Slow down forward. Slow down forward. Look up where you're going. Slow down forward. There. Now release. Good job. Trot through the middle and let's do the same thing the other direction in a counter bend. There we go. All right, now we're going to push the hip to the left off your right leg. Head to the left. Support the shoulder. Look up where you're going. Look where you're going. Slow down as forward. Look where you're going. You're not looking. Your head went up, but your eyes stayed down. Look where you're going. Actually, look. All right, push the hip in. All right. Push the hip out. Slow down as forward. Keep your eyes up. Slow down as forward. Push the hip out. Now you released the hip cue while he was going too fast. Hold that hip cue. Slow him down. Make him get right. You're releasing the cue before he gets right. There you go. We need to hold him there longer. When I say there, don't stop, don't release, just keep going. Let's do it again. There just means that you finally got him in the position we want. Look up, look where you're going. You're losing his head, it needs to go to the left. That's why he fell to the inside. Look where you're going, don't run me over. Go back out to your circle. All right, let's go back to a correct bend. Let's get that right shoulder going back out to the left. Look where you're going. There we go. Slow him down, slow him down. Okay, you're releasing the cue while he's going too fast. Slow him down where he's correct and then release. Don't release. There, that was right. Don't release if it's not all correct. You can get the right body frame, but if he's still scrambling forward too fast, you don't release. Don't release until it's correct. Ask again. You're still a little, there you go. Keep working the speed. You're getting the body. Look where you're going. Keep working the speed. Keep working the speed. You weren't looking where you're going. That ain't his fault. He went right where you told him to go. You get in the body position, we got to slow the speed down. A lot of coordination. Left leg's doing one thing, right leg's doing another thing, hands are doing another thing. There we go. All right, let him walk. There. Let him walk. Good. Walk a circle or two. So Raven wants to be a trainer. She does a really good job with the horses. She's one of the girls that helps me get some of the horses ridden. Does a really nice job working collection and getting those initial things taught like that. Rounding the back, pushing the hips around, pushing the shoulders around. This is Hank. I'll put a link up here to some of the other videos we've done on him. Until next time, thank you for watching. Good job. That ain't easy.
Yeah.